Right, let's make sure if I put the microphone gain all the way to there, it goes into the red. So, as long as I talk in a quiet, calm, collected voice, we shouldn't have any of these problems. And if I turn my sound on, there we go, I can hear things. So, I'm just going to stop that and then click on this. And let's see. Any moment now. There we go. Here it is. Has the what's the World War One thing been put in already? Oh look, there's a place with EU. Let's do that one. So I'll join that, and oh, this does look like World War One. Okie doke. Is there a position for a musician in World War One? But I wanted to talk about family units. So I can be a rifleman. I can't be an. Oh, okay, I guess I'm a rifle. Wow, cool. Okay, so let's just see. So there's a. Right. So are we ready for the talk about the things? Because I'm ready for the talk about things. So I'm just going to be here in this trench. Now, nuclear family. Your ma, your da, you and your siblings. That's the nuclear family. But prior to the Industrial Revolution, and when people, were returning to tradition, it'd be, your ma and your da and yourself, your grandparents would be there, your aunts and uncles, although they might have moved to another house. And the reason being is your grandparents made a house, and then, I don't think he's one of my type. Your grandparents make a house, and that's accepted. Do I have anything but a rifle? I've got a grenade. That's worth keeping in mind. But then, the eldest son, he'd also go and have a, what would he go and have? He'd go and find a woman, and then they'd marry, and they'd have kids, and they'd probably meet at church, and then they'd have kids in the same house, and then the choice then was right, we're going to build an annex to this house, and Granny and Granddad can live there, and we have the main house because now we've got the kids, and now we're having a family. So you'd have 3 generations, sometimes 4, because not everybody died at the age of 40 in them olden days. Some actually lived longer than that. And there we go. That's a bit better. I can shoot between this gap if anyone was there. So so you'd have sometimes 4 generations living in the same house, and the house would, if you're doing well, become a compound. And for most people in the Industrial Revolution, that's gone. On the father's side, he just about knew his grandfather, who was postman, then became postmaster. And he knew my grandfather was a factory worker. He knew my father. He knew my grandfather, his father, was a factory worker. And then he worked in a shop and then became he works in electronics. Let's not talk too much about it. But on my mother's side, it's the grandfather was a publisher. The grandfather was a pharmacist, and Mum just decided that she was done with living on the continent and wanted to come over to United Kingdom, so she did. Oh, rats, I missed. And the thing is, when I used to live over in the continent, I was used to oh yeah, here's 3 generations. Here's my cousins, here's my aunts and uncles, here's my parents. Sometimes they'd come over when they could afford to, and here's my grandparents, and here's my great-grandmothers. Never saw my great-grandfathers. So I'd see 4 generations. And the way it was is my mother's father's mother used to live in an annex of the house. It was just like, you go around and through the garden, and there was her little house. She had a kitchen, living room, bathroom, and a bedroom. It was quite a nice house, actually. And I think he's only charging €600 a month rent for that place, and it's right in the. Well, okay, there's not much work in that town. It's a bit of a shithole. So it's the oh, okay, I did get someone. The equivalent of Birmingham, but for Belgium. And no, it's not Molenbeek. But the fact is, I know what it's like to live in an extended family. And I know where I can just I can go in various places and it's like, oh yeah, I can go to that country because I got family there, and they'll take me in, they'll feed me, they'll clothe me, they'll give me a bed and roof over my head, so it's great. I'm just going to watch him and see what happens. He seems to be okay. But that's it really. I'm used to the more ancient form of family. I have done it, and frankly, it's something I want to return to, and it's what I don't like about all of this stuff, because I unfortunately I'm separated from my family due to the political circumstances, and I don't want to go back to the continent, because here on our green and pleasant land, it is a lot better than over in the continent where things are crazy. There we go. Let's start jogging at least. So anyway, that's my thing about the family done. Thanks for listening to my call. I'm going to play a game now. I can't see who is the foe and who is not the foe. But I tell you what, this is a lot better than muskets. Oops. Oh dear. I appeared. Press T to attach your bayonet. No. Fix bayonets. I did see someone there. I wasn't imagining it. And look, there's someone there as well. I knew it. Oh dear. Well, that's what I get for standing in the same place over and over again. Cool. A World War I thing in... I just wanted to do some Napoleonic stuff because I was feeling nostalgic for the family and thought, oh, you know what? An 18th century warfare simulator would be ideal for talking about... what's it called? An 18th century warfare simulator would be ideal for talking about the way families used to be and, you know, returning to tradition. But, yeah, World War I. I don't know much about my my ancestors, although my aunt is... Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, she's supposed to be calling me later on today, so I might have to cut the oh dear. But yeah, my family were in Paris. Then they moved to the south of France. Then the plague, which killed all of the... No, I'm not going to go there because that place was under attack. Alright, as is that place. There was a plague which killed all the vines, and then my family had to sell up and then move to Belgium, and that's where they met the Belgian side of my family. And now I died there before, but if I go here, hopefully I'll be alright in these trenches. Very windy today, 100-mile-an-hour gusts. 2 years ago, I was looking at the cemetery to see if I recognised any names, and I saw de Parmentier, and I said, hey, is that like my great-grandmother's grandmother? And it's like, yep, Sylvie and the others. And the funny thing is, she'd only speak Flemish, but I was like, well, hang on, that's a French name. Why is she speaking Flemish? It's like, well, because she married a Flemish guy, and that's why they got their name. But I'm not saying that name because that would be a bit too doxy, because then you could be like, oh, so you're one of those guys, are you? Like, yes, I am of that family. Funny thing is, I always like this thing, right? And it just goes, it sort of leads to that question of, is there anybody I'm not related to in Belgium? And it's like, yeah, most of the Dutch, I'm not related to them, or the Arabs, I'm not related to them. But I was drinking this wheat beer. I mean, even if I say the name of the wheat beer, it'll be like, oh, it's from that brewery, and the guy that owns it, his name's Pierre, and it's like, and then you'd be like, right. But anyway, I was drinking the wheat beer. My granddad was looking at it, and he said, hey, is that the so-and-so brewery? And I looked at it, it's like, oh yeah, it is. What, have you drunk it before? He says, oh no, I just, I know that's your grandmother's brother. And yeah, he owns a large brewery. And every September, he has an open day where all the family are invited, and yes, your family, so you're invited. And you can all go there and drink his beer. And I was like, oh, great. Well, yeah, and he does fried chicken and sausages, so, you know, there's stuff to eat as well. I was like, well, that sounds good. I think I'll enjoy that. But yeah, that was before the madness started, and going over to Belgium's not a straightforward affair. Which is a shame, really. But yeah, if things... How do I do melee? That's it. I assisted in the kill. That's good. Now, how do I go back to... Ah, there we go. Back to firing. Might as well reload. Yeah, and I was just... At that point, I was sort of laughing, and he says, what's so funny about it? And I was like, well... I just said, I picked this beer at random, no idea it was brewed by an extended family. And I just said, is there anybody in my family who's not a farmer, who's not a brewer? And he says, oh, well, your cousin is studying to be an optician. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. You know, it's something that helps after you get methanol poisoning. The reason I laugh about that is my cousin, he's a bit like me. He doesn't really seem to get that far in life, and he's always struggling for money. But that said, he's not poor. I don't know how to explain these people. They aren't poor, but they're at the same time, they haven't really got anything to rub, 2 pennies to rub together. And he makes excellent mead and fruit wines, and rats, I missed him. Downloading DLC now. Oh, okay. These chaps are a bit closer. Oh dear, they've spotted me. Time to egress from this location. That's it really, extended family, it's a nice thing, and it's something people should return to, and I don't know how people can return to it, but it's like, well, my family have managed to stay together, and maybe it's poverty. Maybe, you know, there's something about living in rural places makes one more likely to be like this. I don't know, but I'm thinking that's why we should return back to farming and, you know, just have people living on the farm. And can't see anything for all the bloody smoke. Saw you though. Oh, time to egress. Let's see if I can find a medic nearby. Well, I guess I can't find a medic nearby then. Nope. And the problem is, it's on the father side of my family. Most of them, nearly all of them, live in Australia. And there's a few of my grandmother's generation who have they've lived beyond that. They still live in Blighty, but most no, don't do that. Well, that's what I get for trying to stay in the bunker. Stop that. How do I talk? I don't know. I don't know what the buttons are. If I go here, I'll die, but if I stay there, I'll definitely die. So, why am I going to a place which I know is certain death? Dunno. Rumour has it your grandmother was Anne Frank, but she didn't have kids and she was a Jew, and more than that, she was Dutch. Ugh, and the Dutch are scum. None of my family's Dutch. Oh, I think I just shot an ally. Whoops. Never mind. Was that the... No, I've shot twice from that window, so I'm not going to shoot there again. Can't see anybody. Oh, artillery. I like the look of that. Right, let's oh dear, I walked on some barbed wire and it hurt. Do you think this guy needs some help? Wait 5 seconds. We're not going to talk about the airships which had death rays. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, screw it. I'll just drop that shell over there. Don't matter. Did he just chuck a grenade? He did, didn't he? Oh dear, I did not throw that well. Get out of my way. I think I'm safe now. Someone's got a machine gun. Oh, it's on the friendly side, so that's okay. Not the best way to get to a machine gun nest, but hey ho. Oh, and there's machine... Oh, I got to hold it. I'm not hitting anything, but it sure feels satisfying. Ah. Right until I got shot by Antifa. Antifa? What are you doing on... And anyway, this is World War One. There's no fascism in World War One. But if there was, you'd be on the wrong side. Yeah. Anyway, I know that way lies pain, so let's go the less painful route. But just a quick recap, if you just tuned in now, I was talking about family and how I have experience of an extended family and giving anecdotes of, is there anybody in Belgium I'm not related to? The answer is the Dutch and the Arabs. And a lot of people are atomised. The nuclear family is atomisation. Isn't it funny we get terms like nuclear weapons and atomic weapons and nuclear families and atomic families? And prior to the Industrial Revolution, it was just extended families, and the people in your village were, to a greater or lesser extent, they were your tribe, because it's like, oh yeah, we're all the Baggins, and over there it's the Gamgees, and there'll be some intermarriage between the two. And that's the other thing as well, like, consanguineous relationships are, we can see the consequences of those. And that's why you don't marry first cousins. But I don't think the elites, the royal families have any problems with consanguineous relationships. Certainly not the House of Windsor. But yet, it's illegal for the plebs to do it? No, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me. Point being, the people that study peerages and history, when it's like third cousins, they don't have any problems with it. And they don't have any consanguinity problems. Ah! Bugger. Well, let's move away. Somebody else can get him. So I'm guessing this is bullet by bullet and it's not a stripper clip. And he's just fallen down. He was there. Ah, there's someone. I don't think he's on our side. Not that I can tell at this distance. Got him. Anyway, time to egress from this place as I think it's getting dangerous for me. Is there anybody I can shoot? A bit dangerous there. Not that there's anywhere safe in this battlefield, but... Right, that's me out. Oh dear. Right. Let's go see if I can find a medic somewhere. Ah, there's a bunch of people milling about. Maybe they'll help me. If only I could find a way out of these trenches.
We are losing ground to the enemy! We need to fall back immediately!
Yep. Sure would be nice if there was a medic. I thought I saw people here. Yep. I guess these guys are alright. You're not carrying any ammunition. So, that's just artillerymen. They're not gonna medic me up. Let's see. If I was a medic, where would I be? In the bunker? It's like trying to find a doctor in an NHS A&E room. That's a joke. Sure, be nice to find a way out of this trench. Is that the initial spawn point? Is that? Oh yeah, please be medics. Oh no, there's no medics. What's the what's the settings? Audio device, stereo, microphone. Yep. Testing my microphone. I don't know if that's working or not. Oh, there we do that. Keys. Push to talk is Y. QWERTY. Hello. Is there a medic? Willie. I'm guessing there's no medics. Bit blustery.
Yeah, it's only going to get worse after.
100-mile-an-hour gusts.
Yeah, not yet, but it's picking up.
Oh, it's picking up, is it?
Here it's going to be about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
get some walnut cake.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
But it was reduced, but I got some other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I just needed some fresh air.
I'd fillet for breakfast. That's such a nice cut of beef.
Oh, yeah.
I had salt and pepper with it, and that was enough. Oh, look, there's a guy. Pulled back from the bunker. Oh, that was Mumsy. She's come to visit me today. I'm going to talk with my aunt later on, and I said, well, I'm doing a video call with my aunt, so why not come along and we'll say hello to your sister. And I guess that's why I've been thinking about family. Because they're saying, when are you going to come to Belgium? It's like, yeah, when are you reducing your travel restrictions and making it so that I'm not a second-class citizen who's restricted from travel? In the before time, you could be a criminal as an actual like felon in this country, and provided your crime wasn't saying that prevented travel, and you weren't a flight risk, you know, you'd done your time and you're out on license, you could actually go and visit another country. Now, you'd have to sign a form with Interpol. I know this because I have travelled with criminals before. Yeah. And all that happens is you wait for them past the passport line whilst they go and talk with the customs guards of that country and explaining. And they have to explain, like, you know, I'm here, I'm staying here, and I'll be leaving your country at this point. So, in the before time, criminals had less. They had less travel restrictions than I, a non-criminal, in the year of our Lord 2002 AD. 2002? 2022. And I find that a little bit depressing and insulting. So, from no fault of my own, because I refuse to acquiesce to the medical experiments, which we were told are bad and evil. So let's see, I can be an engineer, I can be an artilleryman. Yeah, let's carry on being an engineer. Rifle. Oh. I guess the artillerymen are doing what they're doing. Let's go follow them for a bit. No, actually, here's a bunch of guys. Where's your rifle, Private? Here's my rifle, sir. 52nd Somerset Brigade, reporting. Oh yeah, there's someone behind me. There we go. Oh dear. We're being shot. Excuse me. How do I get out of melee mode? Reload. Let's do that then. That works. Right, now if I see any slight bit of movement, my reptilian brain's going to go, kill! No, he's an ally. If they got flags over their names, they're allies. By the way, I do find it easier to shoot from standing or prone than I do crouch, but crouching has the advantage it reduces your profile, making it a bit harder to hit. So I saw someone there. Let's hope the machine gunner doesn't figure out where I am. Morning, Lizard. You can rewind it if you want to hear my spiel about family. But just to summarise things, family good, nuclear family bad, return to tradition. I don't think there's anybody in that house anymore. Yep, he looks like an enemy. Okay, so the uniforms of the Allies are slightly, Allies and Axis are slightly different. Do they call them Allies and Axis? I don't know what the World War I factions were called. You had Prussia on one side and you had not Prussia on the other side. Can't see anything past the smoke screen. That's what I thought. I think I'm just going to stay here in this house. It's nicer than those muddy trenches. And it seems to be a fairly good vantage point as well. What if I went to the upper level? Where I'd be more vulnerable to artillery fire. But on the other hand, I'd have great... Let's go round. Must not allow the proliferation of the nuclear family. No, I think it would be good to have a return to the traditional families. But how do I go into... Press K to turn off voice chat. Press X to switch to Malay mode. Ah, now there's an anthem for World War I. Yes, we all love Vindaloo. You know what? This is not actually as good a spot as down there. I can't see that much. But then again, I do have a good view of that trench. Oh, and I saw a blighter there. He just shot one of my friends. Wonder what happens if I ever run out of ammo. Oh, rats, I missed. Must take more time with my aiming. Right, that's me out. That wasn't 5 shots loaded. I only heard 3 little clicks there. Right, they're coming out that doorway. Was that called Tesco Come Back? I see flashes of light coming from these spots. My eyesight and my accuracy is just not good enough to be up here, so let's go down a flight of stairs. Oh, that was close. Oops, he just died. Maybe I can pick up the ammo from him? No, because he despawned. Right, let's egress because they were shooting at me. Bugger. Right, he's walking unmolested, so must be dead. Can I see someone there, or is that just... Don't know what building... Ah, bugger, I've been hit. Right, so I've been spotted. Let's see if I can get back to safety and find a medic to fix me up. It's not too bad for a World War I soldier. I mean, I shot a couple of guys, held my ground. And I didn't die.
Sit down, guys. Sit down.
I will if you heal me.
Press free and sit down.
Could I get some more ammo? I've got 14 rounds left. Where to pick up ammo? Is it possible to share ammo? Well, I've shot all of my bullets, so I need somebody else's. I'm bored of this. Let's go and stand up. Oh, they're going that way. Let's follow them. At least they're playing my favourite song. Well, I shared all my bullets with the enemy, so I can't really do anything about that. Oops. Grenades are rather useful. So... Oh dear. That's a machine gun. Oh, I might have just hurt my allies by doing that. Well, it's the second time I've killed Babushka this round. Poor little Babushka. I guess the way to reload is to die. So I did one kill and I did one death. That's not bad. Ugh, Turk roaches. Ugh. Oh, I said I was going to be cooking. One moment. Ah. So let's be a riffle man. Bit sad though that you can't be a army musician in the early 20th century. I think there's something to be said for musicians on the battlefield. I might as well follow him. With any luck, he'll be first to die. And then I can find somewhere to fall down. Is anybody a medic? I could do with some laudanum. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Cheers, mate. I shot someone. That's amazing. I'm just shooting in their general direction and I hit. Oops. Hey, medic. Oh no, why did you die? You're the medic. No, I need you. That's why medics shouldn't be fighting. They should be like... Hey medic. Oh bugger, I'm dead now. And I was shot by Ching Chong Ping Pong Chang. I always knew that they were collaborators. Fun fact about the Chinese and during their glorious social revolution, they decided red was going to be the colour of progress, and that everything that's progressive should be red. Therefore, even before like coloured traffic lights, even before lighted traffic lights, there were coloured traffic stops, and it was understood if you see a red sign, it means stop. But not in glorious China. They decided actually, you know what? We're going to make red the colour that means go. And after a few years of like immense like accidents and everyone dying, they decided, you know what, maybe we'll make green the colour to go and red the colour to stop. So you know that's some nice ivory tower thinking, which in practicality doesn't really work. Oh, there's somebody. Now, if I move closer, I'm more likely to hit somebody. That's also not on my side. But if I move closer, I'm more likely to be shot. The quandary of every soldier. Shall I stay in this foxhole, or shall I move on to glory? Well, what are you going to do? Send me to meet St. Peter sooner? Hello medic. Could you stop aiming down your sights for a second and heal me? I'm in the bunker. Mr. Medic. Medic. DDX Ren, you're a medic. Could you, like, do your job and medic me, please? Heal me. Medic. I'm right behind you. Medic. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. You only have to ask a dozen times and then eventually someone will help you. Oops. Yeah, I need your help again. Thanks. Right. I think that is first person is a better way of looking at stuff. Oh, bugger. Oh, there's the medic. Tar. Oh. Alright, he's going down here. I'm going to follow him then. It doesn't matter whether the plan's good or not. If somebody looks like they got a plan, I'm going to follow them. Chances are, the more they've got following their plan, the more chance they have of succeeding. Or at very least capturing the first bullet. Now, that is not a sensible place to go. You know what? Let's just enjoy ourselves. There's no need to hurry. Why you want to hurry to your death anyway? Let's just, take our time. Now, someone say mirror objective, and you're leaving all your allies to die. But why? I mean, tomorrow I'll be fighting over this patch of ground again, and then it will change hands, and then there'll be another fight of this patch of ground, and then it'll change hands again. All for what? Just on the same ground over and over, or just dying over and over again, and then they send more people over the top to die, and the folly of war is complete. So anyway, I saw a machine gun over there. Let's see if oh, no, can't be sneaky, I've been spotted. Alright, let's follow these guys. See if they've got any plans. I think he's an officer, that's why he's got a different hat on. So I'm going to follow him. And I think next game I'm going to be a medic, as that's the only support class I can see apart from engineer. And I don't really understand what engineers are supposed to do, so I'm not going to do it. And everyone wants to be artillery, so I'm never going to be artillery. David avec une grande D. So here's the officer bravely running into machine gun fire, and here's me bravely following this officer into the machine gun nest. Yeah, I shot him. Really? I didn't kill the machine gunner, but he's still moving, so let's go and... Come on, why am I running anymore? That was pathetic. I throw like a girl. Anyway, I think we're in danger of overrunning this place. Fuck. Come on. Come on, you little blighter. I see you. Popping your head around the corner thinking no one can see you. Oops. Well, I had that coming that time. I'm going to go this way this time. This sure brings to home the futility of the Great War. I don't feel like my actions are contributing at all. And the scores would suggest that likewise. Oh, Objective C is being overrun. That's nice. And I can't see anybody from that parapet, so let's move to another position. Damn. Why is he using a tiny little homosexual handgun? I believe officers were charged with having revolvers and, like, reasons. Anyway, let's get into this trench, like so. And then... Ah, good. Well, that's ours now. For what good it's worth. And there. Oh, they're going this way, are they? Alright, okay, let's go this way then. At least when I chuck a grenade, I seem to do something. Oh, and I got an assist kill even though I didn't do anything. Cool. Well, we're all in this really easily defensible position with plenty of cover. But how do I get out of here? Because it's all like, yep. That bunker's not a good position to be in. I'm not going to go there in future. Right, so if I go over the top... Well, first of all, let's go to the parapet and have a look at it. So where's point C? There it is. Whoops. He spotted me before I spotted him. Might as well stay here. That's not really aiming down the sights though, is it? That's a bizarre position for the wrist to be in. Right, lunch is going to cook itself. 1 kill and 8 deaths. Certainly, I did not do well in the trenches. Anyway, return to tradition. Get family. Get big family. Oh dear, I've done that thing again